Hey, we are here at Rockin' Pod. What's
Yes,
Hot?
we
The
are.
Strip Clubs podcast on Pantheon Podcast Network. You know the song by Mr. Big. I want to be with you.
I want to be with you. I think that's more raspberries that you just did right there.
Yeah.
I want to be with you.
Oh, yeah.
No, mine is I'm the one, but who
I'm the
cares
one
at this
who
point?
wants to. I had it queued up, but for some reason my sound card won't play it. Why? Is it going to go?
We're not going to have you sing it.
Because
we'll
I'm cursed.
butcher it for you. We'll
That's
butcher
why.
it for you. Well, you know.
Anyway,
I'm cursed.
Me,
It's okay.
me,
Let's start
me,
again.
me.
Me.
I'm the one
who wants to be with you. Okay, boys, stop it. It sounds like the boys' choir. Don't do it. Way too. You get and there's no harmony either. You guys are you suck.
Unison.
You can only
Unison.
sing Happy Birthday, and that's it.
Okay.
That's all right.
Okay. And Auld Lang Syne, but you're allowed to be drunk when you sing Auld Lang Syne.
Well, you have to be. That's
Right.
a prerequisite.
Nobody sings that
So-
song sober. Come on.
Nobody does.
So
All
we've
right.
got Eric Martin from Mr. Big. I wanted to give you this whole big intro, and you're here with us today. And we got to watch you perform last night at
Yeah.
Rare Hair, and unbelievable, man.
Thank you,
just
bro.
the energy that you still have. I mean, you look like a kid, and you look
Okay.
like a little
I got them
25-year-old kid up
fooled.
there on stage, just having fun. And I mean,
I still do, yeah.
You do. I can tell. I mean, I can tell you're not faking the fun.
No,
You are having
I
fun.
love my gig. I
Yeah.
love it. Look, I don't want to bring it down doom and gloom stuff, but like those COVID years,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Amen.
looking at the mirror every day and going, you fat so-and-so, you need to do something. And I couldn't wait to come back on the road again. But like now, I got so much energy.
You appreciate it, right?
I thought last night was great.
It was fun.
It was
Yes.
kind of weird that I kind of actually Bob Berryhill and the Safaris played Wipeout before I came out, but I kind of come out right out of the gate was a little weird. But a lot of good rock and roll last night.
Yeah.
Way too many beers for
Ah.
me.
That's all right. How do you keep? I used to be a singer. How do you keep your voice? Like alcohol drives me out. My voice.
Yeah, well, I don't do it well. I did it last night a
Right.
little bit, but I'm going to South America in like 3
With
days.
Mr. Big, right? Like the whole.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
a
coming
solo
up, though.
tour, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Mr. Big thing, that's coming. But
That's Asia and stuff.
That's going to be Asia, all over Asia, and then January, February, or March of next year is United States, Europe, and South America. But this trip that I'm going on here is a little South American trip. But yeah, there won't be any drinking, or there won't be any that kind of thing because there's way too many shows in a row.
Right.
And how do I keep it going? It used to be, Guinness beer and true love, but that's not happening anymore. It's just water,
Water.
and,
Yeah, aqua.
and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't get my 7 or 8 hours, I'm toast.
Your voice is toast.
Yeah.
Now, I met you back in '91 on the first Mr. Big tour at the Newport in Columbus, Ohio, by Ohio State.
Yeah.
And I knew the stage manager, so you and I actually went to eat next door. I
Oh,
was
no.
I was in college. I was a 21-year-old kid. And the funniest part of the
Elon!
story. Yeah, right.
Oh my
Big
God!
brother, how you been, brother?
Dude!
Yeah. I had hair then.
You had the Grand Slam.
But what's funny about it is the thing I picked the inner ear monitors had just been invented, and you got your first pair, and you were telling me about it.
I slightly remember that because do you
conversation's
remember
unique.
that it was this guy that invented it. His name was Stephen Ambrose.
Yeah.
And he did it for Stevie Wonder. Do you kind of remember
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
bringing it back?
Yeah, totally.
In between, the potatoes and the.
Yeah,
and
you
the-
showed me them, and I'm like, wow. And first of all, you were very encouraging to a young singer, so that was awesome.
right on.
And and you are a blue-eyed soul guy. You got a lot of soul, a lot of groove in your voice, and all my favorite singers are like Corey Glover and Terrence Trent D'Arby and Stevie Wonder and Sam Cooke and blah blah. But I'm a rock guy, right?
Let's just hang out all day.
Let's do
and
it.
talk.
But I remember I go, how much are those? She's like, about $5,000. And this is in 1991 because they'd just been invented.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. And nowadays, it's all compact. Even
Yeah.
like the pack itself is, you can fit it into your pocket. But the one I had, it was like the mad scientist.
So cool.
It was like the Starship had
Yeah.
to be flown in.
I told all my friends about it. They didn't believe me. They're like,
No,
yeah,
no.
there's no such thing.
I had it. I think I have it for sale over there. I have it.
The original one?
Everybody's got like a little booth.
With the earwax?
Yeah, with the
I saw your laundry
the
over there.
earwax is sold separate.
Separately, yeah. In Japan, they'll love that.
Japan. Yeah, right.
So another question to follow up on kind of what you said earlier. You've been doing this a long time, and the market for rock has changed. It's more singles driven now because of Spotify and streaming and all that stuff.
Oh, man,
The
you're gonna
album
depress
cycle-
me right now.
No, but the question is, do you seek out? How do you keep your creative fire going? Do you still want to produce new music, or are you happy just knowing your audience will find you, or are you worried about finding a new audience and, kind of...
Yes. No.
You're one of those guys.
No,
Okay,
no, I'm not one of those guys. I haven't done a record in a while since, Mr. Big. I mean, probably 5 years ago.
Which I bought.
And what?
I bought
Which
it.
one?
I'm a huge fan.
You bought Defying Gravity?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. But I don't, I'd like to do another Mr. Big album because I enjoyed Defying, but I don't want that to be the end. Since this is the big finish,
right.
I'd like to have, I think we got another better one in us. And I'd like to produce more music,
Sure.
with Mr. Big. But I don't really think about it as much. I think more about the touring. I mean, I still have, I used to say this, I'm on the endless Mama Needs a New Pair of Shoes
right.
tour, but I'm no longer married, so it's my children. I got, twin 18-year-old boys that go to college, so that's a never-ending, you're digging deep in the pockets for that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's the touring, it's not so much the records because of the, the shambles of the record companies now.
I was going to say,
World.
at some point, it changes and becomes a career, a job, right? Because, I was going to say, you probably have a wife, kids, a mortgage. I
got a couple wives.
Right there, you go, a couple wives.
Sorry,
but the kids too, right? And so, my son's in college right now, and I'm paying for that, and so at some point you have to keep touring. But do you still enjoy touring?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I can't get enough of it. You're just saying, you're going out with Mr. Big.
Yeah.
Not yet. I got South America, doing a solo thing with. Some of it's with Jeff Scott Soto.
Oh, I know
friend.
Jeff,
Yeah, great guy.
Great singer, too.
Great singer, great, nice guy, taller than,
He's a big dude.
the tallest building. And then I'm going to Germany right after that. I'm part of a rock opera I've been with for 9 years called Avantasia. I know, Avantasia. No, nobody skates. Nobody skates. No, it's
roller skates. It's roller skates.
It's a German power metal band
Wow.
fronted by this guy, Tobias Sammet. And he has 6 to 7 singers from around the world.
Wow.
Me, Jeff Tate, Michael Kiske, Halloween. It's all pretty metal. Ronnie Atkins from Pretty Maids. Guys.
You have a different vibe compared to those guys.
Oh, dude, I'm in the metal world now. I don't know what happened. You should see when I come back at catering and these huge festivals like Wacken in Germany, 90,000 people. I'm in catering, and it's like, that scene where Werewolves of London, when the guy walks in the little old Irish bar and everybody drinks and they just, everybody stops and the glass falls and they look over. That's me. They're all looking at me going, what's he doing here?
He's the to be with you guy.
Totally. And then...
Is Gary Sharon walking in next? They're going to do a new harmony together?
Wow. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Great singer, too, by the way.
Great singer and dancer. Anyway.
Touche.
But I've been doing this thing for 9 years. When I first started, I was like, what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
And I fit right in, man. They kind of look at me at first, they kind of go, what? You're not true metal.
Right? Like Randy Jackson said, you can sing the phone book, Eric Martin. I've heard you sing. So,
he's good.
I used to sing with Jeff Scott Soto. I used to jump up when he was in the Boogie Nights. So in the grand medley at the end, I used to jump up with those guys.
That's kind of where I first met him.
Okay. In Phoenix.
Paul Gilbert was getting married at Disneyland.
Wow.
In Anaheim.
Okay.
Right? And Boogie Nights, he hired Boogie Nights to play.
So
and I saw Jeff Scott Soto, and I'm like, hey, what? Just the same thing.
Right?
Yngwie Malmsteen and now Disneyland. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So what's next? So we talked a little bit about new. Oh, I got to ask this as a Mr. Big fan. Rest in peace, Mr. Pat Torpey.
Right.
Have you guys announced who the new drummer is or not yet? That's
Yeah.
still hush. Okay, I haven't seen. I've been wondering about that.
Well, we put out a press release.
I missed it.
And I have not talked. Now I'm all nervous. Podcast kind of thing. And I would love to. Yeah, his name is. Now, this is going to be really hard to say because Pat Torpey was so easy. Rolled right off the tongue. The secret weapon, Pat Torpey. This kid's name is Nick DiVirgilio.
DiVirgilio. So I'm
So
going to guess
on
he's
stage,
Italian.
it'll be Nicky D.
Nicky D. There you go.
Yeah.
Nicky D.
Nick plays, and he's a really good friend of Paul Gilbert's.
Okay.
I think he played on some of Paul Gilbert's
Solo stuff, shred stuff, yeah.
He played in a Prague. I
So
don't
he's a
know
monster
anything
drummer.
of the Prague
I
thing,
get it.
but
He's one of those
Spock's
like
Beard.
Mike Mangini both ways.
If you ever heard of that band, Spock's Beard, they've been around for a while. So when so Paul said, I really like this guy. He's a great drummer and a great singer, just like Pat Torpey.
Good.
He loves Pat Torpey. He loves the sound. if you got to have that snare crack. You got to have, you know, it. Yeah. So anyway, this kid went out and he took one of our songs from Lean Into It. It's called Lucky this time.
Great song.
I know. I knew this would never go for 15 minutes. You're talking to Mr. Big Mouth, man.
No,
I
you're
can't
fine. We're
shut
at 10
up.
minutes. We're good. We're good.
So
We got 4 minutes left.
So the guy goes and makes his own recording of Lucky this time, a song off the Lean Into It album, and he plays drums on it, and then he sings lead on it, and he sings harmony on it, and then he sends it to us. It's like, oh man, hands down, red carpet.
So if you lose your voice, you can just be like lip sync with him singing.
First,
He'll be like Dean Castronovo, right?
Oh, and I love Dean too. I pushed for Dean. In this band, Dean and I were talking pretty much every day. He is one of my heroes.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, but Nick's got the gig, and
Awesome.
Nick, after listening to this, actually, when I first heard it, I went, he wants to audition for drummer, right? Hey, I'm sorry, son, I got this gig.
Yeah, there's no Mr. Big without Eric Martin. I got news for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
How is it, as a singer, it's got to be great having that sort of musicianship, Billy Sheehan, Paul Gilbert, and now this, I mean, monster musicians, they can all sing.
Yeah.
It's got to
but
be.
they're regular guys, too. People ask me this all the time. They go, what's it like to hang out with gods? I'm like, you know, we ball.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, I'm from Pittsburgh, so I know Paul Gilbert not personally, but like he was from Greensburg, I think, right?
Yeah, Greensburg.
Yeah. So I know I've heard of him growing up.
Greensburg,
and all that
Richie Kotzen from
Kotzen.
Reading.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red Beach is from Pittsburgh. My buddy Nick Catney's a really good friend of mine from Pittsburgh.
I went to Gettysburg when I was younger.
It's close. It's Pennsylvania. That'll work. That'll work.
Right.
But no, but I was going to say, as a singer, it's got to be great to have that music bed and like you can kind of improv and they're going to be fine if you want to change melodies or whatever.
They can do anything. When I first walked in the rehearsal studio back in 1989, 88, 89, everybody knew every type of song, any which way but loose. You know, like they go, "What do you want to do?" I don't know, Jackson 5, you know, or Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You know, Pat played with the Knack.
I didn't know
before
that.
Mr. Big.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they had the drummer, but then you know he left, and then Pat played with the Knack for years. So I think we played My Sharona.
That's awesome.
I mean, you know.
Song.
Yeah.
You have a great Chris that I did not know about the Van Halen thing. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Is this true? I read something that you almost auditioned with Van Halen. You actually flew out there to do the audition.
Yeah.
So tell me the story.
That's my dream
you know
gig.
that if
my dream
you've
gig.
read it,
I read it.
and you read, oh, what happened?
I want to hear it from you,
yeah.
because
Okay.
I don't
Can
believe
you say
when other people say things.
Oh, no,
I wanna
it was
hear
me that said
from
it.
you.
Oh, no, I'll say it again. I don't want to say it again, and hopefully this is it. I'm so embarrassed right now, but yeah, he called my house, and he left a couple machine. First of all, he called my house and left a message, and then he said he's going to call me back. He said, like, I'm going to Palm Springs. He goes, this is Edward Van Halen. I'm going to Palm Springs. I'll call you back. And when he did call back, I had one of those, like a little transistor thing with a blue suction cup, and I put it to the telephone. And I talking to him, and I was so nervous. And on the recording message, it's just him going.
Oh,
and I'm going, remember when you played Monsters of Rock and Donnie? I was there.
That's awesome.
You know, yeah, I would have
geeked out. I was going to ask you, did you geek out? Because Van Halen is,
dude,
they got me into music.
I think I piddled.
Yeah, right?
You know?
So Van Halen could have had you as the singer.
Well,
You said no, right? You turned him down?
I didn't say no or turn him down. I kind of chicken shitted out. I got a little too scared. I was thinking, you know, the cool buzz thing to say when I was on the radio was, you know, those are mighty big clown shoes to fill.
Yeah.
You know, but no, when I went down there and I was at the Sportsman's Lodge right down the street from where he lives up in Coldwater Canyon, you know, 51. I've been up there a couple times. Anyway, for other things. And I met him a bunch of times, too. He just didn't remember. But he goes, well, you coming? It was a rainy day. It was, like, gloomy. I go, I don't think so. Oh, my God. I have singer guys that, hey, look, it's not everybody can do it. I've toured with Mr. Big and Extreme before. We went to Australia, and I was talking to Gary about that, and he goes, you would have been great. You know, and I go, no, but you did it. You sucked it up, buddy. balls of steel.
Yeah, right?
Me, I kind of chickened out. Yeah.
You just didn't want to do the
Good
jump
story.
split off
Thanks,
the drum
Danny,
riser.
for bringing that up.
You just didn't want to do the jump split off the drum riser. Just admit it.
You know, I was worried.
The toe touch?
Yeah. I was very ambidextrous back in the day. Yeah, not so much anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah.
But I did chicken out. But I thought that I couldn't do that. Yeah, maybe I could do it now. Yeah. Hello, baby. All that kind of stuff. And I could sing it, but they wanted. I didn't know if they wanted. He really liked my voice. Actually, he loved my voice. This is what he says to me on the record. On the
Voicemail?
answer machine.
Yeah, machine.
And he goes, Danny Korchmar, this producer guy, Danny Korchmar and Greg Ladani, that produced Don Henley's records.
Okay.
They produced my solo records in Capitol. And Cooch is the name, right? And Cooch gave Eddie the record, and he goes, "Hey kid, I love your voice. I hate your record." Yeah. And you know what I said on this transition?
What?
You're right. It does suck.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Eric, they're giving us the cut.
Yeah, no,
sign.
All right,
we would
man.
love to talk to you all day. Thanks for
All right.
coming on.
All right, you guys have
we
a great
appreciate
day
you.
talking
Yeah.
to all the big rock stars.
Yeah, man.
All right.
We got it. Thank you.
See you, boys.